Safe dating tips for both men and women. Hey, you can never be too careful in today's crazy dating age. In this audio, I'm going to talk about safe dating tips for guys. In the next audio, I'm going to talk about safe dating tips for the ladies. All right, guys, safe dating tips for us guys. Number 1, for the first few dates, do everything in public as much as you can. Always be near witnesses in case something goes awry and you're falsely accused of something, anything. You know, it's just the reality we live in today. You don't know the woman you're about to meet for the first time. And even if you know her, per se, be careful. You don't know how triggered she might be if you say or do the wrong thing in her mind. And yet it wasn't really meant to be interpreted in the way she did. Ladies, if this type of woman is not you, great. Just know that men get falsely accused all the time, and it ruins them. Guilty before proven innocent. Not good and not fair. Number 2, guys, don't drink too much alcohol. And help her not to drink too much either. I met a woman at an outdoor beachside bar once who came on to me several times with her lips. Yeah, my lips were hijacked, kidnapped in broad daylight. She was drunk out of her mind, but found me attractive enough to kidnap my mouth for her pleasure in public. I wasn't drunk at all and decided to only drink water going forward at that point in time. This helped her sober up too, so we could both decide what she or we wanted to do next. I just met her and was darn sure I wasn't going to spend any more time with her when she was toasted beyond comprehension. The more she sobered up, the greater our conversations went, and so did the night. Number 3, guys, don't go over to her house for a first date, per se. If you do, don't have sex with her. Decline her advances if she's making them. I've been in this situation a few times. Set the tone that you respect her and want to earn her respect by saying, "Oh, baby, I'd love to have sex, but let's wait. It's better that we do. It'll make our first time that much more meaningful. Don't you agree?" If she makes early sexual advances onto you, be wary. Any woman who does that might have ulterior motives in her head. What are they? You probably don't want to find out. Number 4, observe her closely with your eyes and ears. What type of woman are you meeting? Make mental note of the things that she says and does that you deem slightly inappropriate. If you must, bring them up. Otherwise, comment about them in a way that lets her know you heard what she said or observed what she said and you didn't like it. Number 5, watch your own language and actions as well. Don't you be talking up sex too early and telling a woman you're owed some cooch for buying dinner or having talked to her more than once. I have a female friend who's hit up all the time by men who think they can get into her, you know where, when she just gives them the time of day. No, it doesn't go that way. I think what she's observing is all the men she's running into act foolish and out of line. Whereas every interaction with me, a man, has been fun, entertaining, and devoid of anything crude, rude, or sexual in nature. I do find her attractive, yes, but that's just not how I roll. I take my time and I get to know a woman first, and I want to be close to her. I want to be in a relationship with her because once you hop in the sack, you're going to want more. And if it's great, long, drawn out passion, you just can't let that go from, a one-night stand, a half-night stand. You just can't. Sex is like fire. It can burn you. It can keep you warm. You got to be careful with it, and you got to respect it. Number 6, be upfront with your intentions. If all you do or want is sex, you got to tell her. Let her decide what she wants. If you want more than just sex and you want a relationship, tell her that too. You got to be upfront. You got to tell her your intentions. Number 7, never leave any private property of yourself behind if you have to excuse yourself to go to the restroom. For example, the gal might say, and this is when you're in public, pretty much, a gal might say, "I'll watch it for you." For example, a briefcase or your phone or maybe your wallet, or something. While that sounds kind, you tell her, it's not that I don't trust you to watch my cell phone. It's someone who's watching me leave for the restroom who might distract you, and his buddy is then going to take my cell phone, briefcase, my whatever. No, that's not going to happen. And this literally happened to me when I was with someone, and she said that to me. She said, oh, Bart, we've been sitting here for hours. I really, I trust you and you trust me. I'll watch your stuff. And I'm like, that's a nice statement and sentiment. But I don't trust the people around us who are looking at you and me, watching us, and looking for an opportunity to take my stuff when I walk away. Because somebody will just distract you for a second while the other person in that little team effort slips their arm or hand around and grabs my personal belongings. No, 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 no. Trust no one, suspect everyone. Number 8. Again, in the early stages of dating, it's best to take it slow, guys. Can you see the benefits already? I've discussed them. I've shared them. And then the flip side of that is the horrors, the bad news that comes with taking things and rushing them and going too fast. No, 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 no. I even spoke to a friend of mine last night, female, on the phone, and I told her that as I've grown older, I've taken things even more slow, whether it's in business, personal, anything. I just love the benefits of taking things slow. I'm more in control. I can see the land. I can see ahead of me. I can see what's going on. And I don't miss much that way. When you rush into the things too fast, you miss stuff. You mess up. You trip. You fall. No, no, no. Not for me and not for you. And number 9, above all, communicate what's on your mind, and things should go pretty well for the both of you. And help her to communicate what's on her mind. Encourage her, because in these beginning stages, everyone's a little apprehensive. They're a little, into their own world, and they're a little afraid to come out maybe. Well, not you, sir. You are brave, bold, and you are a man. Speak your mind, speak it eloquently, and get your thoughts across. And then do the same for her. Encourage, hey, what's going on? Talk to me. Let me know. It's going to come out anyway. Eventually. Might as well tell me what's on your mind. How do you feel? How do you feel about us? Stuff like that. Hey, I hope those safe dating tips for guys were helpful. I'm sure there are more. What do you think you should be doing to implement safety when you're out on a date or in a relationship? Implement it and protect yourself.